So now we have a more interesting one. So now we must have at least one chemist. So if we have to have at least one chemist, we're going to do this indirectly. So at least is the tricky word here. Whenever you see at least, that's dangerous. So the total is going to be anything. So no restrictions at all. So the total, and then we're going to have a bad one. So the total would be no restrictions at all. There's 15 techs. Remember, there's 15 techs and 11 chemists. So that's going to be 26 choose 5. Now, if we're going to have at least one chemist, what the bad one would look like would be all techs. And a number of ways of having all techs, we've actually just had that right before. That would be 15 choose 5. And so of the total ways, those are the ways that are bad. And so the ways that we like are going to be 26 choose 5 minus 15 choose 5. 15 choose 5 minus, 26 choose 5 minus 15 choose 5 is 62,777. Now, this could have been done in a different way. So you didn't have to do this one indirectly. What you could have done instead is we could have said, okay, if we want to have at least one chemist, we could have one chemist and 4 techs. We could have 2 chemists and 3 techs. We could have 3 chemists and 2 techs. We could have 4 chemists and 1 tech, and we could have 5 chemists and no techs. And all of these compositions of committees have at least one chemist, right? And then you would, so this would be 11 choose 1, 15 choose 4, 11 choose 2, 15 choose 3, 11 choose 3 times 15 choose 2. And then what you would do is you would essentially add them up. So the answer would be 11 choose 1 times 15 choose 4 plus 11 choose 2 times 15 choose 3 plus etc., etc. And if you did it right, it would give you the same answer of 6,277. Must have at least one chemist and at least one technician. Okay, so at least one of each. So I'm gonna do this. So this one might be more reasonable to do directly, because if we're gonna do it directly, it would just be adding up. So this one does not have at least one tech, so it would not be that one. So one way to do it is to just add up those 4. The other way of doing it, we could do this one indirectly, though the indirect is not as awesome here. So the total is no restrictions. That's going to be, now the bad one there's actually 2 bad cases. So we want to have at least one of each. So bad would be all chemists or all technicians. So that's going to be 26 choose 5. That's going to be 11 choose 5. That's going to be 15 choose 5. And so the good would be 26 choose 5 minus the 2 bad cases. And it's that or that, so we're going to add them up. So if we did that correctly, that's going to be 26 choose 5. So it's going to be 65,780 minus 11 choose 5 plus 15 choose 5 minus 3,465, which is equal to 62,315. So there's 62,315 committees that have at least one chemist and at least one technician. At most 2 chemists. I could do this one indirectly, but I think I've had enough of that. I think we could do this one directly. So we're going to list all the possible cases that have at most. So at most means 2 or less. So we could have 2 chemists, or we could have 1 chemist, or we could have no chemists. So that'd be 11 choose 2 times 15 choose 3. 11 choose 1 times 4, 15 choose 4. And this is just 15 choose 5. And we would add up. So the answer, would be 11 choose 2 times 15 choose 3 plus 11 choose 1 times 15 choose 4 plus 15 choose 5, which is 5 plus 3 times so I got, and I hope I'm right, I got 43,000 and what if it's a fluke if we always have those like repeated number things? And there we go, at most 2 chemists.